welcome. This is May 30th, Sunday, May 30th, Memorial Day weekend. It's another episode of the Ninjas of Another Color podcast. Today's episode is about pain. Let's get to it. Welcome to the show. Like I said, this is Ninjas of Another Colors podcast. Rate us, review us at Google and wherever you listen to. Today we are doing pain due to we just saw the Knicks just got blowed out, and they almost blew out. They got smashed by the Hawks. They just don't match up well. I don't know if either Tibbs doesn't have the horses to play or they don't have adjustments to do so. Randle is looking awful. Rose has got too much. He's playing too many minutes. He's short his rotations about 7 or 8, and he needs to expand his rotation to get them young kids in there so they can get their feet wet. Halftime it was close, but after that, they blew them out. I don't understand why. It's like adjustments and coaching staffs really don't do adjustments. I don't know why, because today they were within, 4 by half, and then in the third quarter, everything else went to shit. It's like Hawks, they were getting wide open threes. They wasn't scoring, and they were shooting too many threes. I think Randle needs to not get the ball as much, but take the ball out of his hands, because the bigs are just falling them to the middle, and they're not making the threes. Hopefully, when they go back, they can win on Sunday or Tuesday, whatever day they play. Because right now it's 3-1, and 3-1 will be a gentleman's sweep. And I know the Knicks weren't expecting to do anything or be as much, but just like it's a poor performance when your most improved players 4 for 12, 4 for 25, and he can't even barely gets shots up, and you can see that he's rushing. He's like super rushing. I don't know why, but this is just crazy. And I know the Knicks probably were ahead of schedule, and they need to be, but Atlanta was just rocking today. And even though we're in Atlanta, the MLK jerseys look fly as hell. I can understand that, but not really a Hawks fan since they traded Dominique. And they might move on to the second round and get blown out by the 76ers. Yeah, the 76ers, because 76ers are taking care of business. Like today was like a bad day. Yeah, the Hawks are up 3-1 in the series. Randle is pressing too much while playing the Hawks. Tibbs needs to extending his rotation, get Page in, who I know he was bad, but let him play defense. And the streaky shooters are shooting threes and they're missing. They got open shots and they're missing. They need to relax. Probably when they go back to the Garden, they'll play to win and not play afraid to lose. And the Knicks are a young team, and you can see that the inexperience is showing. It's actually showing. Like hopefully they go back to NYC, get the crowd behind them, and then they can win game 5, come back and back against the wall, win game 6, and push it to 7. In the 7th game, anything happens. And again, let's make this the best podcast ever. Rate us, review us at Google and where you get your podcasts. And we're going to take a break. And we're back. This is Ninjas of Another Color podcast. Rate us, review us on Spotify, sorry. I want to put us on Spotify, but I don't know how that'll work out. Rate us, review us at Google. Rate us, review us at Google. And you can contact us at ninjasofanothercolor@gmail.com or Instagram at ninjasofanothercolor. Moving on to, I think, half of topic 2. Check out Love, Death, and Robot Season 2. This one is okay. There's one there that I didn't like with the kids, but the others, I think it's a total of 7. 6 are okay, and you should check that out. It's a limited run. I liked it because of season 1, because the great one with season 1 was the last one with the war in the fridge. To backtrack a little bit, the Bucks swept the Heat yesterday. That was a good sign. I think I say it again, the Bucks will come out of the East and they will challenge, I think, the Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers have. Just seeing the Lakers, unless they play Denver, I think Denver has the only shot of beating the Lakers because of size in the front court. Utah doesn't have size in the front court, but they're not good enough. Utah's not good enough to beat the Lakers. So I'll say it again. It will be, I think I said Clippers, but I think it's the Lakers versus the Bucks, and the Bucks wins the championship. Okay, moving on. Episode 6 of Bad Batch. I think this one was a smash and grab, heist movie theme. I liked it. Tech gave Omega Tech gave Omega Crosshairs communicator. So that's foreshadowing of, I think he's out of the group. Check this out.
I get my own comm device.
Technically it was Crosshairs, but he doesn't appear to need it.
I thought the plan was to lay low.
Not while a bounty hunter's after you. We need to find out why. I know an informant there named Sid. Who might be...
Yep. Gave her the communicator. Yeah, they were looking for Sid. Sid was what's the word? Entrepreneur. Thug for hire kind of thing. And the crew did a job to get credits and find out the bounty on Omegas by the Kaminoans. Yes, the Kaminoans put not a I think a retrieval is the best word because they want her alive. They want her alive to get her back, and Fennec Shao is the person that. No, they hired Boba Fett. Boba Fett leased it out to Fennec Shao, and Fennec Shao is going to try to get him back. And Fennec Shao and Sid are going to be recurring characters. It's 16 16. Yeah, 16 shows in this one season, so they're gonna be recurring back and forth. The writers are prolonging Wrecker's Headache. Wrecker's Headache is due to Order 66. I think he's gonna flip, but not flip. But there's no Jedi, but he's gonna start sounding like Crosshair, so they're gonna have to look for Rex, and Rex is gonna come probably later on in the season, and a lot of foreshadowing. I think Hunter is an outstanding leader, but he's ill-equipped to handle this situation. The comedy of the episode was Wrecker with Moochie, the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. For people our age, that's episode 3. For the younger generation, that's episode 6. Yeah, episode 6. The Rancor what Luke killed in the Skywalker saga, and he killed that one in episode 6. And they did a good cameo with the Rancor and Jabba's right hand man. Omega found her bow from the trailer that we saw in the opening trailer. And this episode was good, not great. I think that they are trying to get a, what's it called? Mandalorian. There you go. Mandalorian vibe. And I like this part. Check this out.
What's your deal, Tiny?
You're Sid.
You're sharper than your friends over there.
I found Sid.
I had a good thing going with the Jedi. I never had clone deserters come to me before.
We separated due to a fundamental difference in ideology.
You thinking I care?
Can you find out who hired her?
You pull a G, and I get the information you want. There's a nice bounty on a kid named Moochie.
Well, who collects the bounty?
Oh, look, it talks. Wait.
You alright? It's nothing.
Yep, there they go. Telling you the chip is either activating or almost active in his head, and Sid's gonna be a recurring character. So yeah, so we're gonna take a commercial break. Again, rate us, review us at Google, and send your questions to ninjas of another color at gmail.com or Instagram. You can hit us up at ninjas of another color. We'll be right back. And we're back. Again, this is Ninjas of Another Color podcast. You can reach us at ninjasofanothercolor at gmail, or hit us up at Instagram at Ninjas of Another Color. Rate us at Google and where you get your podcast. Our next topic is the Atlanta Braves, but most likely what everybody's talking about is Marcell Ozuna. Check this out.
Another interesting approach. Watch the barrel almost stay straight vertical, and then he just sweeps it in the strike zone. That is a blast! Way out of here. This ball game is tied. Stops along the way around the bases for Marcell Ozuna. He said they had to get him going. That thing got out of here in a blink. So when you look at this swing, this is incredible. See how straight up and down the bat is, but then look at the path it takes in the zone. You have to be really quick to pull your hands in and keep the barrel in that direction to lift it as far as he hit it. Watch how flat that bat and the upward swing that he makes on this. I mean, he crushes it right over the side. Does it count if it hits off the hop and the no? Read the fine print. I'm sorry. Yeah. Man, what a celebration. 3-2 pitch. That's into left center field. Another run. Driven in by Ozuna. Cruising into second. Another double. It's 3-1. Atlanta on top in the sixth.
All right, yep. That's what he brought to the table last year during the playoffs. I think yesterday the Ozuna situation, if you don't know, he was arrested for domestic violence and strangulation. That means he was choking his wife. This is the second one in 12 months, I think. There was one last year where she threw something at him and she got arrested, and now he got arrested. And the pictures are all over the internet, so I think the Ozuna situation was on the players' minds yesterday. They lost to the Mets 13-2. I believe that the Braves are having bad karma from the state voter bill. That's just me, in my opinion. The Braves are in danger of falling out of the NL East and wild card contention. The bench players would need to step up and make a push for their fourth straight NL East title, and I believe they can do that as long as the Braves don't sell off a crucial minor league piece. To Ozuna, he's going to be investigated by the Major League Baseball Association. He's definitely going to be suspended because he got arrested, and it's domestic violence. But this is nothing new to the Braves' domestic issues. Bobby Cox used to hit his spouse, Andrew Jones. It just depends. If the Braves decide to move on from this contract detrimental to the team, will they trade for Chris Bryant, or will they stick by Marcel? Will they stick by Marcel to see if they make a run for the East one more time? And just a quick update right now. The Phoenix Suns are ahead of the Lakers 71-60. It's in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. The Lakers are ahead in the series 2-1, so it might make that a longer series and take them out. But again, back to the Braves. I think that they can make a push for their fourth division title. They get back Darno. Hopefully Soroka can get back at the end of the year if his surgery isn't that, but they can promote some of the AA guys who are raking. I know it's a long shot, but I think Camargo is the key. I've always saying that he is the key for us to go far. Because right now, Freddie might be gone. That's a crazy thing. As long as I've been an Atlanta fan, Freddie's always been on the team, and Julio's always been on the team. In 2022, we can see possibly Freddie not being re-signed by the Braves, and Julio might not be with the Falcons. I don't know. So, like I said, hopefully the Braves can weather this storm and make it another East title. We'll take a break. Be right back. And we're back. This is Ninjas of Another Color podcast, episode 5. We're talking about pain today. If most of you don't know, I am a die-hard Atlanta Falcons fan. Have been so since Dion came to the Falcons. And for our final story, we're going to talk about Julio. But first, let's relive some glory. Yep, Julio Jones. That was from the recent NFC Championship game where they took a bad defense to the Super Bowl. I do not understand why he wants out. Well, I do understand. Let me preface this by saying, yes, I understand that last year that the team went 4-12 because they stopped listening to Dan Quinn. I understand that you're going to have a new regime coming in. You didn't want to be in a rebuilding team. But from what I've seen and from the moves that they made, they invested in Matt, extending him another 3 years. I understand that you want to win a championship. But again, I preface this by saying I'm a die-hard Falcons fan, and the move that they did on Fox News, Fox F1 with Shannon Sharp saying he was out of there, hey, it is what it is. But I think Julio Jones might want to trade, but I think he might have overplayed his hand because all the teams that can take his salary without help from the Falcons is few, and the ones that are, they're terrible. I think the Falcons don't want to trade him, but might have to if they get a great offer. All the stories say the Rams, the Patriots, the Seahawks, the Titans in the mix for Julio. If you look at the salary cap in 2021, the teams that can take his salary without any help would be the Jaguars, the Broncos, the Jets, the Browns, the Chargers, without asking for cap relief. I hope that the Falcons ask for too much and unable to trade him. We shouldn't be arming other teams to win the Super Bowl. Yes. I think we can win a Super Bowl with the team currently constructed at this time. The Falcons went to the Super Bowl with a bottom 20 defense, and the scheme has changed. Okay, so that's my take. But like they said, he wants to be traded. He wants to get out of here. He just want to win. But hey, man, Tony Gonzalez got traded from Kansas City to Atlanta, and he didn't win. Who else? Terrell Owens got traded, and he didn't win. So I think he's making a huge, huge mistake. That's just me, but hey, that's my 2 cents. And again, there's an easier schedule this year. And last year, the Falcons lost 8 one-score games. Are you kidding me? With the easiest schedule this year, you tell me they can't win 5 or all 8 of those those games. I really think that this team is gonna take off. It's gonna take off in a good way. And again, the cap is gonna go up next year, so you can absorb all of the payment, because they can extend Grady. They're gonna extend Calvin Ridley. They're not re-signing Hurst, which is a big mistake because of double tight ends. You got 2 first-round picks at tight ends. You have a dynamic offense with a new philosophy coming in. But like I said, they're gonna make a jump, and I do not know why that he wants out. He's gonna get his money, but if they trade him to the Broncos for they trade him to the Broncos for a pick and a defensive player. If I was them, I would go to the Chargers. The Chargers can take a salary, take back a second-round pick, and Derwin James. I would do that. I can live with that. I can live with that happening rather than just giving up for a second-rounder or Sony Michel. Sony Michel is a broken-down running back. Don't give me a broken-down running back. Damn, we can. If we wanted a broken-down running back, we can re-sign Todd Gurley, and Todd Gurley will be a upgrade to what we got right now. So that is my take on. That's my take on the Julio Jones situation. Again, I'm a number 1 diehard Julio fan. I'm a Falcons fan, but if he wants out, and I keep hearing them say they can manipulate the cap to keep him, they can actually sign their rookie class without trading him. And they say it's the inevitable that he's going to be traded, so sorry, I won't cheer for the team he's on, because to apologize. And this team is going to make a jump. It might not be Super Bowl, but it's going to be the playoffs kind of jump. You heard it here. May 30th, Memorial Day weekend, the Falcons are going to make a jump. Not a 4 wins to 6 wins, not a 4 wins to 8 wins, possibly 4 to 10 to 12 wins. It could be higher if they have Julio Jones, but it is what it is. If he is gone, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Kyle Pitts, and they're gonna push, and they're gonna get their wins. Just look at the 1-score games. Again, and this is Ninjas of Another Color podcast. Hit us up at Ninjas of Another Color at gmail.com, or hit us up on Instagram. And with that, I'll leave you with this. We're riding. Let's go.